Getting straight to it, Maya is a 27-year-old who moved to Los Angeles years ago, and while she has a job as an assistant and a cute boyfriend named Dylan, who's a teacher, she isn't happy. Does she have friends like Alani and Charlie who want to celebrate her birthday and who are more than willing to do some walking before work with her? Yes, but Maya feels stuck. She wanted to become an agent of some kind, and while she had this friend named Tallulah who she was supposed to do this with, move out to LA and become big, Tallulah took a different path, found money and some type of success on her own, and now Maya's been resentful ever since. However, thanks to Alani, who comes from money and high places, she flies Tallulah out for Maya's birthday. As usual, Tallulah kind of absorbs everybody into her orbit, even Charlie, who originally didn't like her. And Maya, she's rightfully upset. It's her birthday, it's supposed to be her big thing. Because of the success she believes Tallulah has, she gets very insecure. She starts lying in order to cover up everything. But eventually, her lies kind of get found out rather quickly for a serious byway. But with Maya being forced to be honest about her relationship with her boss named Melissa and pretty much everything else going on, Tallulah says that, yeah, she may have a lot of followers, but she's broke. She hasn't really worked much in the past couple of weeks, months, or years. And with both of them kind of at this low point, they decide to revisit their old plan, work together, and potentially, unfortunately for Dylan, it seems that Tallulah's going to move in with Maya and him, and we're going to find out how well that works. Never mind Tallulah getting to actually live out her dreams of being an agent. Never mind with her first big client being Tallulah. So getting to the review portion, one of the things that I like the most is that when it comes to I Love LA, it kind of gives you that vibe of when YouTube was still kind of becoming big and people were making careers out of that before they transitioned to mainstream media. And for the most part, outside of like Issa Rae, a lot of them flopped. And the reason I bring that up is because it gives that sense that yes, it's a half hour, yes, it has an HBO budget, but it doesn't feel like it's something that's really trying to be prestigious, that wants to be long, that wants to be in the same vein as Girls or even Insecure. It instead wants to have its own sort of lane, and I would even say that it sort of gives me the vibe of what freeform shows used to have before Disney decided to basically abandon the platform. And because of that, while it may not feel fresh and new, it does have this sort of energy that feels a bit forgotten, almost to the point of feeling nostalgic, sort of like how people talk about Pink Panthers and how she does her pop music, which reminds a lot of people of the early 2000s. The next highlight for us, though, is going to be that it makes sure to keep these characters for the most part human, because you could easily imagine someone like Maya really tapping into what Rachel Sennott's known for in terms of these zany sort of weird characters that kind of in the vein of what Billy Lord was doing back in the day. Well, not back in the day, but a few years ago when Booksmart came out, like those type of characters. But Maya doesn't do that. She does have eccentricities, a little bit weird, but it's not about what zany things she can do. Even when it comes to her having a sex scene or nude scene, it doesn't feel like it's made to be tantalizing. She likes and loves her boyfriend, so she has sex with him. She's changing her clothes, so of course, she's going to have a nude scene. It's nothing about being big. Even when it comes to Tallulah, but she has on and how she acts, how she shows her social intelligence by randomly connecting with people so that her and Mike can get into a club and things like that. Nothing feels huge, nothing feels over the top. Everything feels like these are real people who are going through various different things, and together they can possibly make it, or else they may end up burning each other out one way or the other. Which kind of leads to on the fence topic in terms of, while there are certain aspects of this that can feel fresh, at the same time, it also feels like you can easily see where this is going. There's a good chance that Maya, as she and Tallulah rise, it's going to lead to there being issues with Dylan, him questioning their relationship, that possibly ending, her being single, trying to figure that out now that she has this newfound, I guess, network and maybe some form of success, issues with that. Meanwhile, Tallulah has her own issues when it comes to kind of getting a resurgence, especially on LA, where she gets temptations. There are gonna be issues with her and Maya's friendship, especially as it's business versus personal type issues. And I'm not saying that in any way this is outright predictable. It's just like it all feels very laid out in a way where, yes, they could always take a left at Albuquerque and do something new and different, but it does feel like in the pursuit of trying not to go big, not trying to do something that's radical or zany or really tapping into the sort of stick that Sennott's known for, is it playing it safe in some ways? It's hard to say, but this is only the first episode, so who knows where it may go from here. But I will say, again, when it comes to I Love LA, it definitely feels like a TVMA version of something Freeform would have had if Disney didn't basically abandon the platform.